everybody! We're talking about I was talking about our very queer friends group. It is Pride Month. I assume you are watching this past that date, but we're watching this in a future Pride Month. Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Pride, everybody in the LGTV community.
I love the queer community. I eat BLTs all the time.
We're just talking about, you got in a argument with somebody over Facebook that was, like, very anti-queer, and they tried to say that you never How did you word it? They said you never graduated 3rd grade, and they tried to call me a thing that uses pronouns based off, like, seeing we're in a relationship on social media.
Yeah, and, like, the funny thing was, it was not a post about queer folks. Like, it's Pride Month, it was on social media. You think, like, oh, okay, this was, like, some dude hating on a Pride post. No! Completely irrelevant, actually. And he just decided to bring up pronouns. I'm like, okay, we're going here.
I also want to point out, we're both college graduates, and I'm one of the only, like, cis hetero people that you hang out with, so that guy was, like, very wrong on both accounts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, actually, of all the people you could have pointed out in my friends group, you landed on maybe one of, like, the only 2 that identifies completely as straight heterosexual. And cisgender. Sorry, straight and heterosexual mean the same thing, but I was also explaining, like, I personally think of polyamorous folks, even if their attractions are only heterosexual, as also part of the queer community. I know that's, like...
You're saying it's if they're ostracized by society, you kind of count them under the same general umbrella.
Yeah, like, if someone's opinion of you have, like, an unfortunate expectation to change based off of who you say you're in a relationship with or who you're attracted to, I would say that people saying they're in a relationship with multiple people or attracted to multiple people is something they can unfortunately expect a negative reaction to. And that's sad. Just let people live, dang it. And, like, seriously, monogamy in this economy? They're just smart. Remember I made that joke at one of my old coworkers, like, not at them, but because I'm, like, randomly ran into them a couple months after I had left that job, and we had never, like, talked about sexuality or relationships on the job, mostly because they were in the back and I was in the front. And then I just randomly mentioned not only, like, one of my queer friends, so they bring up, like, oh yeah, this is my boyfriend and my girlfriend's walking around the store somewhere. And I made, like, that joke, and it did actually get a chuckle, and I was like, fuck yeah, okay, that means it's appropriate. I'll test it out on these folks that I know briefly and will probably never have to see again. So if it doesn't land, I'll just chalk it up to never say it again. But, yeah, for real, like, folks who are in multiple person relationships in this economy. Did I just see a Flareon on screen?
Yeah. And it looks cool on this game. It doesn't look bad.
He looks so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Flareon actually looks okay in this one. Eevee looks angry. Looks
so angry.
Looks kind of like Roscoe, but without the snout.
Your angry, growly chihuahua is exactly the vibes.
Hey,
everybody!
A sharp thing. And Vaporeon. I don't think it looks bad, but it doesn't look like a Vaporeon. That looks like a tough thing. That looks like something that would fucking kick your ass for money.
Honestly, looking at this guy, I kind of understand why people have the misconception that they're designed to look like dogs.
Yeah.
Like, that looked like a water dog to me. Flareon and Jolteon kind of look like vaguely animal-shaped elemental things. I'm in the camp that they're foxes.
Yeah, I think they are canonically supposed to be foxes, but it can be hard to tell on some of the evolved ones.
Oh, for sure. I think the easiest ones to see it on is obviously Eevee and Flareon, but also Espeon.
Yeah, Espeon does look like a fox.
Like, it straight up got its design. I don't know this for a fact. I'm actually gonna Google it. It looks like a fennec fox. It looks like a fennec fox with a shorter snout. Oh, stop telling me about ad block.
Oh, jeez, that doesn't look
block
great.
where I please. Oh, no. No. I don't like it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, this is... I should have known better than to go on Bulbapedia. Sorry, now I need to know.
Oh, you gotta... Yeah, you're seeing if it's a fox.
It's gotta be. Two-tailed cat spirits. Okay, that did not prove me correct.
Yeah, Espeon specifically?
Yeah, Espeon is inspired by the Nikomaka, a two-tailed cat spirit in Japanese folklore.
Shelter doesn't look too bad.
Honestly, no. Shelter is honestly kind of a cutie.
Yeah,
It's a
Shelter...
little cutie pie.
Shelter's okay.
Yeah. It definitely looks like they just took the design that they made on the Pixel and just mirrored it. Like, I'm almost 100% sure that's what they did, so it looks goofy.
I remember I always had canon that Shelter and Tangela and Ghastly are like the same thing, just in different things. They have the same
genuinely
round body with a face.
So, like, Shelter is, like, maybe just a Ghastly inside of a shell?
Yeah, or it gets pulled out of the shell and dies and turns into a Ghastly or some shit. I don't know, I never thought too far into it, but they all have that same black core body with the face on it.
That's true. The only one that I don't see... Maybe Lickitung dies, and then if it's close to the ocean, it goes into a shelter and becomes a cloister. If it just dies on land nowhere near the ocean, it just becomes a Ghastly. I don't know. No. I mean, there's now precedent for haunted shells and with Cursula.
Yeah.
Remember when Nintendo just really guilt-tripped all of us for murdering the coral reefs?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, they have a lot of really sad backstory ghost dudes. I still think that Hisuian Zorua is like one of the saddest Pokemons.
Hisuian Zorua, yeah.
Like Cody healed, and then I beat up Misty. So these lemonade drinks that you like a lot, I'm kind of liking them a lot now too. I got like a 4-pack.
They're good. The light ones, like I said, they're okay. It's mostly that they taste almost identical to just the generic White Claws. So I'm like, well, I don't know how many calories this has. It tastes like it's sugarier, but it's not much more satisfying.
I definitely taste the difference compared to the White Claws, but yeah, they're yeah, I've been getting the like these ones I'm drinking now are the light ones because they don't have sugar.
Honestly, what I want to do, because the place that makes them is actually pretty close to your IRL location, is maybe we could, like, pop in there and get, like, the allergen information, because I can find, like, the calories and the sugar content or whatever of the non-light version, just the full sugar version, but I can't find it for the light, but they've got to have it in-house.
Yeah, I think they have to keep that stuff written down.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I don't think you're allowed to commercially sell anything without having nutrition facts, which is why pink sauce just shocked me. How did that exist? How does that exist?
Didn't she get called out for her drink not being FDA approved, and she was like, what does the FDA care? This isn't a drug.
Oh, exactly, yeah. She was just saying, oh, I don't sell pharmaceutical products. And I'm just like, well, that's actually just the second part of the acronym. You're missing the crucial first part, actually, Chef P. Which I commend her entrepreneurship. I don't commend maybe the approach. Is that the word I'm looking for? She rushed into it. People could have gotten really hurt. People probably did get hurt. I'm waiting for the class action lawsuits, because I saw that shit at, like, the World Market, like, a nationwide chain, and I'm like, oh, dear God. It was not very pink. It looked like maybe ranch with like a little bit of like a little bit of yellow and like a little bit of red food dye in it. Oh dear.
Oh, we're good. We're good. I think she might have like a super potion. Oh, guess not.
I mean that, or she just chose violence instead.
There we go. First
But it was
try.
a poor choice. Nice. Thanks. I have no idea what you're saying.
Alright, so we beat Misty. She gave TM for Bumblebee, which... I know Mew learns that. Let me see if... I'm gonna put it on Nidorino. Oh,
Not a bad idea, honestly. What was that?
That was a horn attack, but that's fine.
You fucked up!
You
I
fucked
got
up!
so
You
loud
blew it!
there. I got so loud there, but you fucked up!
It's fine, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got Bumblebee, Water Gun, Poison, Sting, and I'm thinking... Actually, let me check something really quick, because I was thinking about training it. We train it until it gets a double kick or something, and then... Oh, it doesn't get double kick till level 50. Okay, so
yeah,
I think...
we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, maybe we train it till it gets to level 32 and it learns Fury Attack, and then we evolve it. Does that sound good?
Yeah, does it not learn anything else after it evolves?
No, I think most of the Gen 1 Stone evolutions don't learn stuff from leveling after you Stone evolve them.
Oh, it's a stone evolution. Got it.
Yeah, you gotta get the Moonstone.
Okay, I thought you were just gonna use the B trick because it learned moves faster. Did that even exist in Gen 1?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
okay.
thing in Gen 1.
Okay, because I full thought that it was just a level up at like level 35 or something. But to be honest, I've never used the Nidoran line in any of my playthroughs. I did not play Gen 1 at all when I was a kid. I played, what is it, the digital, what the heck ever it is?
The Virtual Console, yeah.
Yeah, I played Yellow on the Virtual Console, but I never ended up beating it because it's hard as dicks, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely think... Yeah, Yellow's the hardest one, at least at, like, the beginning of it.
Well, yeah, because you're trying to beat Brock, and you're just like, all I have is this yellow rat that zaps things. It's useless here. Oh. But yeah, one of these days, so it is something that I have on my 3DS, so even after the eShop has shut down, I do still have access to both Crystal and... Oh, dang, it lived. I have access to both Crystal and Yellow, which I will eventually complete. Maybe.
Hypno looks about the same.
Yeah, he didn't really change much, did he? It kind of had him knuckled down right from the beginning. I will say the second eye just barely peeking over the trunk is giving me the heebie-jeebies. If he was just looking to the side, I think he'd be cute. But he really just looks like the guy around the corner that's about to flash me with both eyes on screen.
Oh no!
Like, he really looks like he should have a trench coat pixelated and drawn around him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just... Also, why the... Oh, okay. I was about to say, why do the Rocket Grunts have whips? But I have to imagine that it's implied that they whip their Pokemon.
Yeah, and I think the Ace trainers also have whips in this game because, when they were first coming up with this game, all the trainers were going to have whips, and that was going to be part of gameplay, and then they changed that partway through production, but they didn't change all the trainer sprites.
I was going to say, I don't think it would have the same appeal.
Yeah, originally you were going to be able to buy Pokemon from stores, and you'd be able to part of training them would be hitting them with a whip. And they are like, hey, that's kind of fucked up. Never mind.
I'm glad that they did. Also, it's like, well, okay, you can't just buy them with money, except for this shitty fish that nobody wants. But, like, you can gamble for them, children. Here's the best Pokemon in the game. Don't you want a Dratini, children?
Hell yeah.
6 hours in the gambling corner.
Wait a minute,
I'm waiting a minute.
Oh, I really wanted to put Dig on Nidorino. I think you can maybe teach it to it as Nidoking, but you can't teach it to it while it's still Nidorino. Okay, so I'm probably gonna put Dig on Mew.
Gonna make our little walnut boy dig himself in the ground. I guess you can just write over it later. Or can you not write over TMs in this game? Again,
you can't overwrite HM moves. I think the move deleter is still in Gen 1. You can go to the move deleter to get rid of HM moves, but TMs you can overwrite whenever you want. You just want to be selective about who you use them on, because they're one-time use, and most of them you don't get more than one of in the Gen 1 games.
Well, that's why they were numbered, right? Is so that, in theory, you could tell which ones you still had left to find in the world, because you either had already gotten TM number 46 or you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I will say that the wild Pokemon noise definitely still gives me slight heart palpitations. In a good and a bad way. Does that make sense?
Yeah. This one's a daycare guy. There's no breeding in this game. You can only leave one Pokemon there.
Yeah. Well, because they didn't... That's why they gave you the little baby Pokemon egg in... What was that? Crystal, Gold, and Silver? Gen 2? It's because they hey, baby Pokemon are a thing.
Yeah, I don't think they give you an... okay, they give you the Togepi egg in all three. Crystal is the one where the daycare people give you the egg that's got like a 13% chance of being a shiny.
Yeah, well, that explains why. That's how I remember it. Do you still get a Togepi in Crystal?
Yeah, you get the Togepi from Professor Elm's aid, and then the shiny egg is from the daycare couple in Crystal.
Yeah, I did not hit the lucky 13% when I played, but who knows? Maybe that'll be something that maybe we can do on stream together, is resetting for the shiny. God, if it's a Smoochum, I will fucking throw my 3DS. Worst baby Pokemon. Hate it. Hate the whole Jinx line. Come at me. I don't care. I know that every Pokemon is someone's favorite. If you tell me your absolute favorite Pokemon of all time is Jinx, I'm judging you a little bit.
Yeah, that is a weird one. That's a weird one.
That's a sus one. Like, I'll look at you more sus than if I look, like, at someone who says Gardevoir or Vaporeon is their favorite Pokemon. And then I say, like, for the meme, and they go, yeah, for the meme. I'm gonna judge them less than I judge you if you say, yeah, my favorite Pokemon of all time is Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx and Smoochum are both weird ones. If somebody says, hey, I love Pokemon, they're like little animals, here's my favorite one, and they send out like an actual human baby, that's weird.
Yeah, especially if that's, your signature Pokemon or whatever. I'm looking online, and there seems to be one Jinx plush total on PokemonCenter.com.
Yeah, Jinx and Porygon seem like the ones that you wouldn't see that much merch of.
Yeah, there's a Pixel Pin and there's a Sitting Cuties plush, and that's because they have to do a Sitting Cutie of every single Pokemon or it defeats the purpose. But, like, I'm just shocked it's sold out. Porygon has 9 results, though. It's got a playmat, it's got some card sleeves, it's got a really cute sitting plushie, actually, of Porygon 2 and Porygon Z.
Nice.
And Porygon. They're all actually very cute and well designed. Jinx is just creepy looking.
Yeah, Jinx is a weird one.
Well, I'll send you the image in our chat because this needs to be witnessed.
Yeah, maybe send it to me on Discord.
I did.
Thank you.
This is... What is this design?
By the way, I don't know if we might have talked about this on here already, but Keo, you are the one that made the PNG tubers, and they look awesome.
Did he? So Bean said, sorry, that's what I keep calling you because that's your name.
Yeah, Beandip was taken on Twitch, so my Twitch name is Beandip with an F at the end.
It's like 2 Fs. It's a lot. And so many. But no, yeah, I was. Oh shit, where'd my? Oh, you messaged me and were like, hey, the tubers are like really good, and my brain was listening to like food content for the last hour, so I was like, the potatoes were good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. I forgot that potatoes can be called tubers.
There's some good tubers there.
Babe, the tubers are so good.
These tubers, they're fucking based. God, what am I, 12? If I was 12 and said that.
These tubers are
I feel
totally
like
based.
I would tolerate my bullying. These tubers are so based, bro. It's like, hello, fellow kids.
Pikachu.
Oh, he's baby. He's been stellar in every iteration he's ever been in.
Yeah. Yeah, that is some quality Pikachu. That's when Pikachu was still chunky before the P90X.
Before he got onto the P90X, and he got healthy, but he changed. Man.
There's this like an electric rat in your house that's like obsessed with working out.
Oh man, I would be terrified.
I was I'm getting real concerned that the rat keeps coming out of the wall and doing push-ups, and it's looking really fucking jacked. Ugh!
Fucking jacked, bro. I'm scared.
That is ugly.
Butterfree also. What? It's a quality Butterfree right there.
Okay, its body looks fine. I don't like the way the wings look on it.
I mean, they got a lot more lines than some. They seem super accurate to some butterflies, dude. I'm a sucker for.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I keep using dig and it's flying. I was getting it mixed up in my brain with Beedrill for some reason.
Yeah, that guy flies.
I'm a dopey dum-dum. Can't even tell a bee from a butterfly. You know, I used to want to be an entomologist, and now my life's come to this.
What?
Can't tell a bee from a butterfly.
Yeah. That is a little sad, actually. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just for curiosity's sake, I looked up Fat Pikachu plush, and number one, a Pikachu plush with like the original Hasbro tags is going for like $300 online. So, if you happen to own one of those, hold on to that sucker. And two, I just realized like the way I know for a fact that mine is a fake is because instead of having the little like 3 curly Q mouth, it's just got a straight fucking line across its face.
It looks like unamused looking.
He's got almost like a little smirk. And I never quite figured out what was so uncanny about my Pikachu plush, and I have to say I've owned this guy. My cousin gave it to me when I was like 10, and he owned it for like 3 years. So like I've seen this fucking thing for quite a lot of years in my life. And somehow I never put 2 and 2 together, where I'm like, oh, it's the mouth. Like, I knew it wasn't a little curly Q, but I was like, oh, that's why it's off model. Because honestly, I stuck him next to a Pichu plush that's also looking very unamused.
Well, this lady's got 3 pigeons. Aiming for the top here. Next is future champion. Got 2 pigeons you picked up off the side of the road.
You just grabbed one off the fucking sidewalk that was eating a french fry, and you were like, you're mine now.
Yeah.
You are my friend now. Which, to be honest, I know multiple people that would do that, including company present.
Yeah, I like friendly birds.
When I was overseas, we found a bunch of pigeons that were just, because it was a really touristy area, just super unenthused by humans. And I was specifically told not to touch any of them because, unfortunately, due to the fact that humans basically raised pigeons, decided we didn't need them anymore after letter mail existed and not carrier pigeons, and just dumped them on the side of the road. It's actually very sad. But because of the fact that we basically raised them, they have the most transmissible diseases to humans of birds, period. It's like over 60. So don't touch a pigeon. If they're not your friend or you haven't cleaned them yourself, don't touch a pigeon. But they had like it was like a big puddle of pigeons hanging out in the middle of the square, and I just walked through them, and it was hilarious. It was like I was walking through, like, and the seas were parting. The sea of pigeons were parting around me. And I was going slow. Like, I wasn't going, like, a full, like, pace. I was sort of doing, like, a tightrope walk between these pigeons. And then just one of them happened to, like, cross my path at the wrong time. And my shoe just gave it a little boot.
Oh, no.
It felt so bad. I was like, I kicked a pigeon. But I didn't really. Everybody else knew what was going on. And, like, Dilbert's over here like, hey, guys, what's going on? Oh.
What's that?
Hey! Like, he didn't even, like, flinch. He kind of just, like, took a couple steps to the side and then kept going. And I'm like, I'm sorry I interrupted you. But, yeah, one of my friends that was on the trip let a pigeon eat out of his hand. I have a photo of it. And, yeah, the tour guide was just like, wash your fucking hands. You weren't supposed to do that, and you know it.
I would have done the same, dude. I love pigeons.
Once
It's so hard for me to not
experience.
pick them up when we go to Chicago and they're, like, following and vibing and stuff.
They're so friendly, but just remember 60 transmissible diseases. You can
And a
legally
bitch ain't
own
one.
pigeons in our state, though, I think.
Wait, what do you say?
I think you can legally own pigeons in our state, though. I just don't think you can own wild ones.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, you can't just nab a fucking bird off the street. I know that there's a viral meme that's like, no one's gonna stop you from stealing ducks from the park. Yes, they will. Yeah, there are no laws that you cannot keep pigeons as pets.
Okay, yeah, so in theory... Wait, so is it illegal to just take one off the street without cleaning it? Or... It's legal to keep them as pets, or you're allowed to just take the ones off the street?
I think that if someone found out that you did that, it would be the same problem as grabbing a possum or a raccoon off the street.
That's a problem?
Yes.
Oh no. I told you my brother used to have a pet possum for like over a year, right?
Yeah. It's not great.
He had to let it go when he moved, but it had like finally gotten to the point where it wasn't trying to bite him every time he got near it.
I mean, yeah, because it's a wild animal. It is unlawful to hunt, trap, capture, kill, or otherwise destroy any wild game animals, wild songbirds, or offspring. A person may be granted by the Conservation Commission to hunt carnivorous birds on said premises. Blah, 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 blah. This looks like... I mean, because of the area that we're in. This is about hunting. But honestly, if you're from outside the states, congratulations. There's maybe like 2 states that don't do hunting. Weirdly enough, one of them's not California.
We got a bike now.
Oh my god, someone on Reddit asked that exact fucking thing. Hey, can I just like keep a pigeon off the street? Like, can I just do that? Yeah, shut the fuck. Let me fucking sign in. Jesus. What are the disadvantages? It's generally not advisable to take a pigeon and keep it as a pet without the proper legal authorization and knowledge about caring for the specific species. In many places, it is illegal to keep wild birds as pets without the necessary permits or licenses. And now I'm just curious. I know I'm just Googling a bunch of shit, but wildlife permits available from Indiana.
Look, I really want to take a
Yeah,
pigeon, though.
Basically, all you're allowed to do is rehabilitate them. Wait, permits to hold wildlife in captivity. Application and permit to hold wild game captive. Permits to authorize possession of wild game reared in captivity only. They do not authorize the possession of animals taken from the wild. Only licensed wildlife. Yeah. You are only allowed to keep a injured or orphan animal from the wild, and they do not authorize the possession of animals taken from the wild. So that is just illegal, period. Like, even if you have a rehabilitator's license, you can't just kidnap a pigeon and take it home.
What if you really want it?
That sucks.
Man.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
America's got some fucking problems.
Well, here's the thing, though. Because that pigeon already has a home. It's already happy. It's already free. What you should really do is you should get a wildlife conservancy license and go, hey, you got any orphan pigeons? And they'll go, yeah, I got some orphan pigeons. And you get to take some orphan pigeons and you get to rehabilitate them and let them go back to the wild. It's a win-win.
You're right. I don't want to do YouTube anymore. I want to do that.
I mean, you can do both. Honestly, like, if you're just streaming like 2 hours at a time and then having to go feed some wild birds, that feels like those feel like 2 gigs that could line up pretty decently with each other. Like, have your recording up, but also on one screen have like a camera into your rehabilitation spot and just keep an eye on both.
Yeah, it would be cool to, like, if you're streaming and you take a break, have like your break screen just be a live feed of the animals.
I mean, but it'd be really sad if something bad happened on the screen. So you might want to delay on that. Or, like, you could just have it rolling, like, pre-recorded stuff. Like, you could just have, like, some B-roll footage from yesterday of, like, your pigeons being super cute in their coop.
What was
that?
Like
a live feed with wild animals is just... Maybe Twitch wouldn't be super happy about that if something happened.
What was,
I'm so negative. I'm sorry.
It was last time you were over at my place. We left a dog TV going for the animals while we went to hit a restaurant. And
amazing restaurant, by the way. My coworker also went to the same restaurant in my area and was like, "Yo, I'm going back."
Yeah. It was a Korean barbecue place. We went to one by you, and then we went to the same chain, but near me, because we just got a location near me, so we've been twice now.
Yes, they've been expanding. But yeah, so we're good food reviewers. But yeah, so we left dog TV going while we went and had the incredible dishes that are Korean barbecue. God, their kimchi was good.
Right, yeah, we left my TV on with a YouTube thing of like 24-hour video of like relaxing music and dogs running around, and it's supposed to be like anti-anxiety video for animals, but we came back and it was like the most peaceful music ever playing, but the video was a guy trying to hold his dog down and pry its mouth open because it was eating something it shouldn't have been.
Yeah. I was just like, there's no way this guy isn't trying to, because at first it looks like he's just like loving on the pup and being cute, and then I'm just like, no, this man is absolutely trying to pry this dog's mouth open, and this dog is not having it. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully none of y'all get seasick, because we're going to be on the SSN in between episodes. Yeah,
we'll be back next time. If you come to this channel again, we'll be on the channel.
We'll still be here. Unlike an SCP that can crawl out of your computer and wait for you in the closet until you turn the next episode on, we'll just be here, waiting, in your computer.
Yeah, and I know when you're going to watch, and I know when you leave, I know when you come back.
Yep. And you think like, wait, I'm watching this on my phone. No, I know. I'm waiting in your computer.